Hello everyone. Just let the figures go up a bit. It's a little bit wet out there. I'm gonna stride out, but I don't want to get the phone soaking wet. Wow, man, this is proper wet. Oh, God. I think my phone's going to take a good old wetting. Look at London. London's wet. Flipping hell, it's proper coming down here. God, you just can't see anything. It is just, I'm getting absolutely a right royal soak in here. Try and keep the phone nice and dry. Unlike myself, I have to go in a minute because I'm getting battered here. God, London's, you can't see anything. Point of showing you anything because there's nothing. You cannot see anything. I have to go into the little alcove bit here. Right, whoa, man, that is wet. That is wet. Oh man, I'm soaked. I've been out there a second. Well, I'll just get me brew. Right, we're back again. This is a first indoor brew with a view. As you can see, London is just one big cloud, and I'm soaked. And I've only been out there a couple of secs. Right, hello everyone. Yeah, sorry, been away for a while. For any of you who have sort of lived on the moon the last couple of weeks, we're just sort of reorganising after a bout of trolling. Again, people say don't give them the energy, and you know, you learn a lot. You learn a lot when you do this, and one thing you learn is that you get attacked. I'm making no excuses for these people anymore, whether they've been victims or not. No more excuses. They choose to cause disruption, and they do. No two ways about it. And this isn't psychosis or medication or anything. They were probably always horrible people. They just have an incubation period, and when things don't go their way, the jealousy kicks in, and there is a lot of jealousy. And you've only got to look in their eyes, a hatred, you know, especially a hatred towards me. What do I do? I mean, seriously, what do I do to make people hate me? Really, what do I do? And the crap they come out with, and it is pure crap, you know. Whatever I spend my money on, that's down to me. Whatever my children do, that's down to me. There's nothing to do with anyone else. Whoever my friends are, that's down to me. It's not down to you, it's not down to anyone. You know, our job, my job, the collective's job, is to go out there and tell the world what has gone on. Okay? Tell the world what has happened. We don't care where you come from. We don't care what religion you are, what your belief system is, your social class, anything. We don't care. All we want is you to speak up, and that is it. And if anyone's got a problem with that, then you know what? They can go away. They can absolutely go away. We are not defending our actions anymore. We've got moderators now, and these people will just show themselves up. At no point have you ever seen me or any of the gang of the John Wedger Foundation spend their time with a roll-up fag in their mouth, gobbing off about other people, denigrating them and rubbishing them, when there's too much investigation to be doing and there's too much good work getting testimonies to be doing. So these people who do that, the only thing on their mind is division and hatred, and they're spiteful and they're nasty. And these are people that I've helped. People that I've helped, you know, and shame on them, because they're actually doing the devil's work. And anyone who turns around and says that SRA does not exist, well, my God, if anyone's just listened to Darren Jeffries' testimony live on Sean Atwood tonight, he's given a testimony and Brian Harvey's slagging him off. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The bloke is going on about how he was made to eat shit and drink piss and then buggered at the same time, and Brian Harvey deemed it necessary to give him a hard time, and a few other trolls did as well. It was just incredible, absolutely incredible, you know. But if you look at what Darren was saying, you know, what Darren went through was satanic, and it was. We had Mickey from Rochdale the other day. Her video's temporarily down. It will be back up again, but there's a few little things that need ironing out, no problem. Mickey's testimony, very powerful, very, very strong woman, you know. Got some good stuff coming up. Jackie Chan, this door open. Boom. We got tomorrow, there'll be a live from the South Coast. I'm going to be, we've got a band who are going to do a cover version of the Manic Street Preachers song, If We Tolerate This. So look forward to that. That should be brilliant, really looking forward to that. Brilliant guy called Paul has put it together, and I'm looking forward to that. And then on Monday, a former double Cat A prisoner, armed robber, is giving his testimony. Again, I'm not getting all like the other podcasters, you know, talking to criminals and all that sort of stuff, glamorising crime. Never do that. Got no interest in doing that. And I made my parameters clear with this guy. I said, look, I can't talk to you if you're just going to go out there and glamorise crime. I'm not doing it. He said, no. And it's about his work now helping children. All right? So, good guy. Good guy. So, you know, it's just been a bit of a sickening couple of weeks. I've had to vent my anger, vent my spleen, as they say, on one particular wretched troll. Just a no-necker, and I let him have it both barrels. Hopefully he won't be bothering anyone again. But, you know, we've got a great team now, a really, really solid team, and we're looking, you know, doing so much good work, and I can see us going from strength to strength to strength. I really can, and not only can I see it, I can feel it as well. I can feel it, you know. So let's just keep going, keep sharing the videos. We've got the Patreon site linked to YouTube, so if anyone wants to contribute to the YouTube stuff, then please do so. Entirely up to you. If you see anyone that is giving us a hard time, let us know, and we can give them a good blocking. And you know, we're heading for treacherous times. I'm going to venture out into, because it's a bit dark in here. I like being outside. My feet have got wet. But I'm going to be meeting up with a journalist shortly. A journalist who's got information regarding heavy rock music, Scandinavian rock scene, and how it is linked to the demonic. And it is linked to the demonic. I'm getting so much information coming through. Honestly, it's huge. It's huge. I'm trying to link in now with the National Crime Squad, because some of the information is of such a highly sensitive and dangerous nature. The authorities at senior level need to be informed. So I'm referring some people to a couple of contacts within the National Crime Agency to pass it on, because this information, you know, potentially it could be life-threatening or life-sustaining, and it needs to be passed on, and it really does. So again, I've never knocked the authorities. I just don't like corruption, and I don't like police corruption. Simple as that. Absolute simple as that. And that's how it is. But you know, God, there's a light. That's a beautiful light behind. Where's that come from? Is that a light behind my head? You know, and it was really strange. Lightning. Oh look, someone's, my God, something about lightning come up on my phone. But thank you to everyone for, you know, we've seen total solidarity, and it just goes to prove that majority of you lot have had enough of these trolls as well, and have enough of the spite. So when we weigh it up in a balance, you know, 90%, 95%, probably 99.9% reoccurring, want what we all want, and they don't want any of this crap. And we've been sticking together, and we've been dealing with it as a group, and it's paid off. It has paid off. And someone did send an apology. Well, it's up to them, but it was a narcissistic apology, and I really couldn't be asked. The damage is done. There was no need for what people were saying about myself. I tend to, like I said, become this emotional dartboard for these morons, and I'm not defending them anymore. And if they are survivors and victims, then do you know what, sod them as well. We can't be doing with it. There's plenty of people that deserve the say, that will get the say, and we'll go on to encourage others to come forward. And let's look at this, right? We have seen corroboratory evidence coming out of testimonies that I've put out and the other group are now putting out. It is working. Oh look, my camera's gone all a bit skewy. Hang on a second, let me give that a wipe. Oh, man, that's gone a bit... I don't know, I think there's a bit of rain got on there. Sudden rain. Anyway, can't moan, like the rain. Like the rain, you know. I'm going to stand in the thingy again, just let it dry out a wee bit. I'm going to need this phone. God, look at me, I'm proper soaked. So, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. You know, it's teething problems. And like I've always said, it was like someone said to me once, they said, hang on, let me just go and wipe them things, you know. Give that a nice wipe. It's my tissue, so I smeared a massive bogey on my screen. There we go. Right. Oh, wipe my nose of that now. Right, so, God, it's proper rain. Proper hardcore rain. So, yeah, you know, when you shine the light in the sewers, the rats do attack, you know, and they do. And there's a lot of damaged people, there's a lot of narcissists, there's a lot of horrible people, there's a lot of people with a lot of shame and guilt, you know, as well. And they think it's all right to have a go, but we're showing now that it's not all right. And we ain't having it anymore. So, one up the trousers to that lot. And I think that we, as a massive community, we are on the precipice of something so massive now. I think the Americans have now cottoned on to what we're doing. I'm getting a lot of messages from the States, from Canada, from Australia, from New Zealand. Jen, the white lady, skinny Jen, who gave the SRA testimony, we've had so much corroboration. We may have found her brother. Or no, it's her son. Sorry, her son. Someone has come forward. So that's working. Even with Darren, with his testimonies, someone else that was in at home has come forward, you know, and Darren and his team are now in touch with the wife of the person. The person's too badly damaged to give a testimony. And this just goes to show the strength of people like Darren, Jenny, Jeanette, and so many others that come forward, you know. That one, I mean, if we look at Jeanette Archer, who's really now become a bit of a backbone, a go-to person in our group, and you know, and is pretty much coordinating a lot of the stuff. So from a position of being a victim survivor of probably some of the most horrific abuse, she's now coordinating it to prevent it happening to others. So how on God's earth is any of this a bad thing? It's not. It's an incredibly good thing that we're doing, and we will continue to do it. We will not stop doing this. And it's just, I think there's a lot of jealousy out there now because of what we're doing. And we just want the authorities to come on board with us now and start using some of the information we're putting out there and getting some prosecutions, you know. So hopefully there will be some info getting passed on to the authorities. We've done it in the past, I'll do it again, because sometimes it needs a fast action response. And you know, sometimes the policing agencies do their job, you know, let's not knock them all the time. They do a good job sometimes, you know. It's those high up that are doing it. But there is a lot of failings. Poor Pepsi Watson has really had the rug pulled from under his feet. He's in a terrible, terrible state mentally. There is definitely someone from the probation service who hates his guts and is causing so much grief for poor young Peps. So please, he's over the moon. He was almost in tears the other day trying to thank me for all the letters that he's been receiving and the support. So please keep them coming because it goes a long way. And here we go. Little wipe. It really does go a long way, and shows I'm not merry-weathered, you know. Let's just give you a spin around London, folks, right? Look, grey, 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 grey. Look at that. Flipping hell, you can't even see Canary Wharf. We're up in the clouds here, up in the clouds. Yeah, so I've got a former prison officer who's going to speak out about the fact that he caught a chaplain in a young offenders institution fiddling with kids. I've got someone wants to give some information about what Reggie Cray's been up to. That will be controversial. I've got, like I said, a former armed robber wants to speak out. You know, has sort of come to us because he's watched our stuff and seen a lot of good stuff. We've got Chico. You remember that guy, Chico Time? Chico has been watching us and wants to come on board and do some stuff with us. He contacted me the other night. Aaron Lambo, again, is a huge follower of us, and he's just got some domestic things. I was hoping to do an interview with him this coming week, but that may have to be postponed because he's in lockdown at the moment. I'm coming back from a thing, so it's got good, and I do think that the green-eyed monster has got a lot. Brown-eyed monster, well, that has got a lot to do with it. So, Brew with a View back up and running. Nikki Cooper will still be doing her little two with a brew fortnightly. So tune in for Nikki's view from the street, as it were. Getting a lot of information coming in now because of Nikki's involvement. You know, unbelievable. If you look at the dynamics, look at the chemistry of this, just for a second. Look at what I was, a Scotland Yard detective on Vice, and Nikki Cooper working on the street side of the sex industry, and what's termed as a clipper. You know, I've nicked Nikki on many occasions. I've actually hands-on arrested Nikki Cooper and dragged her ass down to West End Central Police Station and booked her in. And now look at us working together, you know. I put my tea down somewhere. I've lost my brew. Oh, sugar. What I've done with my brew? I know I felt light-handed. My word, man. What I've done with my brew? And the Disney Cup is going to go. Right, Wedger Mugs, those who've given their names, you will. There was a bit of a delay because of we needed boxes for the mugs. So we've got the boxes now. We've got 100 t-shirts coming in. So if anyone wants a t-shirt, let us know. All right. Right, so the Brew with a View is continuing. I say there has been a lay down. Also, a big thank you to Lou Dickens, Jeffrey Dickens' granddaughter, you know, for stepping in along with Mum Jeanette Archer and doing their bit. I want to say thank you to Big Bad, Alan Merritt, Sue and Jean, you know, for what they've done, because we've all had to band together, draw our resources in and really then have a bit of a multi-pronged attack in sort of getting ourselves strong, back on track, and you know, and putting a message out that we are a collective. We are a collective, and you know, we have a security team with us now, comprising of ex-military guys. So, you know, that is needed at times as well. You know, for obvious reasons, we don't need to get in there. I've been on surveillance today. The surveillance side of stuff is going, and I've successfully located a missing paedophile in Essex. So I'm very, very happy with myself. Someone who needs tracking down and will be the subject to surveillance has been located today. I went along with Millie. Millie and myself were patrolling deepest, darkest Essex, and Millie and myself found, I'll tell you what, Nikki Cooper's going to be happy because I've now lost the, lost my Brew with a View mug's gone. Well, man. Hang on, oh no, it might be in here. Might be in here. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it's gasping. Right, so can we wish Mickey from Rochdale luck? She's being baptised tomorrow. Mickey's, victim of satanic abuse. Gave a very hard-hitting interview with Lou Dickens the other day. And I put it down in a little room, cheers Pepper. And and she was tormented, and she gives testimony that tormented by things that go bump in the night. So she's on her journey into the light with our mate Big Jesus, and that's it. No, I never use umbrellas. Can't be done with umbrellas. I like a bit of rain, I do. I was down in Malden in Essex the other day talking to a lady whose son was killed, and it was covered up, and he was raped before he was killed. A brave woman called Melanie. She will be doing, hopefully, a live interview in the coming weeks. I want to say thank you to Tracy. I want to say thank you to Rita. Right, always in the background, Rita, and without Rita and Greek George coordinating it. And I want to say thank you to the prayer group, Brian's prayer group, for giving us that spiritual backbone in these troubled times. So it's all good. It's all good in the hoods, we're on way. We're on way. We've cleared our house out, as they say. We've done a bit of pruning. And we're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. It's all good. There's someone from New York. Oh yeah. Oh, I do need to speak to someone from New York. I was contacted by a guy called Ralph Sarchi. Now, Ralph Sarchi is a former detective sergeant from the NYPD. He was investigating a lot of child abuse, murders and satanic abuse, and was even backed by the Catholic Church in Ireland to look into it on a spiritual ground. And it was so popular what he was doing, so many people that he was dealing with, so many of these investigations had a satanic element, and the church backed it, which is a good thing. They made a film about him, a Hollywood film. It's called Deliver Us from Evil, and Eric Bana plays Ralph. So now working alongside Ralph, I'm hoping to get myself out to the States and meet up with Ralph again. Have to see how the shekels go with that one. But I'm hoping to get myself out to see Ralph and see where we go from there. So, he's watched our work and got in touch with us. Thanks to Dan for facilitating that. It's just been unbelievable. It has. It's just been absolutely unbelievable. And a couple of weeks ago, was it last weekend? I think last weekend I had a big argument with some moron troll. And then we had, I don't need to name names, but we know who these idiots have been. We know who they are. We don't need to do that. They name names and all that, don't they? And we're above all that. We're above all that, chaps. We really are. We are out there to expose child abuse, child prostitution, satanic ritual abuse. Oh my God, what have I done to the screen? I've done something to it now. Flipping hell. Like, my head's massive. What's gone on? What's gone on? Don't want a massive head. Right, I can't flip now. It's like a zoom I put on it. Probably Bogey did that. We got to keep focused. Because what's happened is we have got very, very near to what they don't want us to get near to, and therefore these attacks have come. And we don't know whether some of these people have actually been put up to do this either. We can't dismiss that. That some people have led dirty, filthy lives and have got filth on them, and therefore they've been lent on to to have a dig. And of course I get the target of all their digs, but you know, the longer I'm in this game, the longer I, you know, it doesn't never makes it any easier, but you just deal with it a bit better. But our focus is to help those, the vulnerable and the silenced, and give them the voice and make sure that they are not silenced anymore. Make sure that they speak out against these atrocities. And do you know what? F those who get in our way from now on. Absolutely F those. F those that rubbish, you know, the testimonies of these people and call them liars, which is what's been happening. You know, and screw those who refuse to accept the testimonies of people like Darren and of Jenny and Jeanette and Jen, when it clearly is satanic, and say that it's bullshit and lies. You know, screw them, because if it ain't bad enough the authorities covering it up, we don't need others from the inside attacking either, right? And we must remain focused. So please get people to start speaking out, right? Let's get them coming forward, and let's just absolutely, we've got a north and a south team now, right? And I want to say to Johanna in Sidmouth, I will be coming to visit you, Joe. I will. Just be patient with me, please. Please, please, please be patient with me. We are on way to you, right? We are coming. We got Lou in the north, who will cover the interviews up there. I mean, if someone wants me, then that's okay, not a problem. But you know, Lou is a very, very seasoned individual. She knows what she's doing, and she's got good rapport and intonation. So, you know, and not only that, she's the offspring of Jeffrey Dickens. So who better in the stand up and the fight against the darkness that is SRA. So, and then down here got myself. It's also Jeanette will always turn up where practicable and available regarding SRA stuff to show support. Jenny, you know, she's has her problems at times, Jenny, with health, but Jenny's also always offered to show support. Very, very compassionate woman, Jenny, and she makes curry, which is always a goodie. All right, and Nikki Cooper is always there as well. So, you know, we've got some good people. We've got some good people, and I say thank you to Dan. Dan has, again, Dan might go on camera. Dan's part of another strand in the organisation. One lady has not seen her children in quite some time. We managed to facilitate that via the family courts. She was worried that her ex-partner would kick the daylights out of her if she turned up. So Dan, who's a bit handy Dan, handy dandy Dan, he went along as protection, as a bit of muscle, to facilitate the contact with the children, leaving this lady with a sense of absolute happiness and bliss. So this is what we do. So, you know, when we get the hard time, John, behind the scenes, this is what we do. And like I say, today I've been on surveillance. You know, we're going to be funding available. We're going to be getting some tracking devices. We're getting ready for some covert operations. We've got some targets for there. And we're going to be doing some private detective work, you know, regarding the information we've received. Letter writing is going good. Okay, we've got a good guy called Alex Thompson who's going to assist with a letter that will go to the Home Secretary regarding the range list and the people on it. So it's massive. Honestly, it's massive. You know, all round. But what we're not going to do is sit in front of a camera with a roll up, gobbing off about people and slating them and all that crap. And if you expect me to sit there and respond to this, no one. You know effing way am I responding to these morons. You know me long enough, chaps and chapesses. You know, by their fruit show you know them. You've seen the results of what we're doing. It's paying dividends, what we're doing, and they don't like it. These tossers don't like it. There's jealousy, there's all sorts of things, but you know what, sod them, it's their problem. Just going to spin it round, so I want you to look at all the lights that have come on in London. Right, the lights have come on now, on the housing estates, the big blocks, the street lights come on. You know, look at that, man. We're right in the cloud, you know. So I've got a meeting with a journalist in an hour who's going to provide a lot of information regarding the music industry. He's done some fantastic articles. Again, he will remain nameless. I think he writes under pseudonym anyway. I've been in touch with the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail are aware of what we do and say that my name does crop up in their newsroom quite a bit now. So, you know, a journalist told me that the other day. Right, so there we go, look, there we go. So, East London's boring today because you can't see nothing. East London is in the veil of a cloud, right? Incredible, some of the views we've had from up here. All right, so backed by popular demand is Brew with a View. And someone said they watched Brew with a View in the bath, so who am I to disappoint? Who am I to disappoint? Viewing figures have sort of dropped a wee bit, not a big problem. We're still well over what we were this time last year, but try and nudge them up a bit more because, again, it's not about the figures, but then again, it's about the coverage, and coverage is figures. Yeah, it's not about my popularity, but coverage is figures. So the more we get out there, the more people we can address, and the more people we can get on our side, you know, because it's all about the numbers, all about the numbers. Again, this is a no mask zone. I fully advocate not wearing a mask. I believe it's bad, it's wrong. And again, they say the pandemic is still in full swing. I don't know anyone. Honestly, I don't know anyone. Again, I'm not rubbishing anyone or saying anyone who has died of it's a liar or whatnot, but I heard a story today of a guy who died of cancer and they shoved it on as COVID on his grandson saying, he had cancer, John, he had cancer. So we're hearing more and more and more and more stories like this all the time. So hello, Portia. Yeah, I am wet. I'm absolutely soaking, but the weather, I don't really care, to be honest. It don't bother me. I'm back swimming with Millie. We're going to try and do an awareness walk. Again, there'll be a fundraising element to that, a sponsorship element. Again, we're not screaming out for things, but if people want to donate, then donate. And we're after some surveillance equipment. So hopefully we can get that underway, and I can get that off to our teams. And but we are proactive, so we are absolutely underway at the moment with stuff. So it's all good. It's all good. All right. Have I missed anything? The comments gone off now. I don't know where the comments gone. I think I turned comments off. Hang on a sec. How do I turn them back on? I don't know how to do that. Oh well, not to worry. What's that thing do? All right. Oh no. Some strange things here. No, I don't want any of that. There's all these stupid icons that have come up. All right, so so tomorrow, tune in tomorrow. I'll be on the south coast, and we'll be doing our song, recording a song by the Manic Street Preachers. Okay, if you tolerate this, so please, please tune in, and let's give these people a huge boost and thank them for what they've done. Been absolutely awesome what they've done, you know. And it's a shame didn't have loads of the t-shirts, you know, either the John Wedge ones or the Beach Home ones that they could wear, but maybe next week we'll have them. Maybe next week. All right, so cups will be dispatched next week. Mugs, please send in your PM me if you want anything. T-shirts are coming in. they'll be on their way to you. Again, I post them off. If you want to send something back in response, then please do. Please do. And thank everyone for all the lovely supportive comments that we've had. It's been really beautiful to see, and it really gave me faith. It really did. It really boosted me back up again. You know, really gave me a lift. I was made up. To say I was made up was an understatement. All right, so me from central London, all the big blocks in the background. There we go, look, and all that. So, all right, got the old council blocks in the background now. And thank you to everyone. God bless to everyone. Let's keep the work coming in. Keep the testimonies coming in. Let's go global. Let's get big. Let's show the world. Let's make a difference. Let's get victims a say, and let's say no more. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Let us be part of this thing that changes it. Let's change history. Everyone, get on board and let's change history. Let's put an end to this, and let's all do it as a collective. Change history, you know, and be part of you know, I don't know, someone said don't ever say the word revolution, but whatever it is, akin to revolution, whatever it might be, this radical step to stop it. We're not going on about undermining the political stability. We're not on about the financial and economic interference. We're on about people fucking children, and we want it to stop. It's wrong, it's nasty, whether you do it because you want to, or you do it because you pray to a deity and you still want to. It doesn't matter. You stop doing it. Men, women alike. You stop doing it. Okay? All right, well, God bless everyone. Thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for the support. Beautiful comments. I can't thank everyone. I've written letters to 1 or 2 people to say thank you. You know, those that know me, you know me well enough that all I want is the right thing to happen. You know, I don't go around there knocking people out and punching my chest out and all that and mouthing off. I don't go doing that, you know. But I will stand in front of a speeding train, you know, a raging bull, whatever it is, if it meant I will protect a child, you know. And my hackles went up because some of the nasty trolls started mentioning my children, and that really did bring out the beast in me, and rightly so too. Anyway, God bless everyone. All right, bye.